Lawmakers in Denver plan to introduce a bill that would scrap the caucus in favor of a presidential primary. New tonight, KRDO News Channel 13's Eric Fink is looking into what it would take to make this shift possible in battleground Colorado.
After a shutout here, Donald Trump is enraged with the system. Only the most active Colorado Republicans participated in the caucus and convention process, leading some voters to cry foul.
I think the process has really let us down this year.
Eli Bremer ran for a national delegate slot.
It really should be the primary voters in each state who pick our eventual nominee. And what we're having right now is more backroom deals and things that, quite frankly, I think many Republican voters and independents and even Democrats are very frustrated with.
Only 6% of registered Republicans and Democrats in our state voted in the caucuses on Super Tuesday. In a primary, many argue turnout would be much higher.
Because we have a mail-in ballot system, it would give people a lot more opportunity to place their vote as opposed to having to show up the one time that the caucus is happening.
Deployed soldiers overseas can participate in a primary. They can't participate in a caucus. And it's really outrageous that we have an election system in Colorado in which soldiers overseas are not allowed to participate.
A primary here in Colorado would happen one of two ways. Either the state legislature votes for it and it's signed off on by the governor, or enough people get an initiative on the November ballot and let voters decide. And this push for a primary has bipartisan support, with Republicans and Democrats coming together for change. The Democratic caucuses in March between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders broke records.
Even though we had almost 9,000 people show up at our caucus, which is about 10% of the Democrats here in El Paso County, it's not a good representation.
The hope on both sides, we have a presidential primary in place by 2020. Eric Fink, KRDO News Channel 13.
And Secretary of State Wayne Williams says a state-run primary would cost about $5 million.